Tonight we continue our series saluting Filipino American History Month. In this report, KITV4's Robert Juan tells us about a group of unsung heroes from World War II.
In the Pacific theater of World War II, one of the key fronts was the fight for the Philippines. Now, many who have some working knowledge of World War II may have heard about the Philippine Scouts, a Filipino fighting regiment that became very instrumental to General Douglas MacArthur and the Allied forces in their victory. Today, in this installment of Filipino American History Month, our series now takes a look at some of the lesser-known stories about some of those wartime heroes. There's a key to unlocking this secret of the past, and it's hidden inside a bunker. Many don't realize it's sitting beneath the shadows of the towering Waikiki hotels, but there's a former Coast Artillery bunker that's been repurposed to house a number of military operations, including the U.S. Army Museum of Hawaii. Deep inside that bunker, past the exhibits, up where the artillery was mounted, you'll find an office with an impressive painting of the 26th Cavalry.
During the beginning days of World War II, when the Japanese had invaded, the Philippines was still occupied by horse cavalry.
Soldiers on horseback, a scene you might think of more about from 1841, not 1941.
People forget we still had cavalry in World War II, on horseback yet. It was the amazing part.
That invasion showed how outnumbered and under-equipped they were compared to the Japanese, but the Philippine Scouts would not go down without a fight.
When they battled, they did the last cavalry charge on horseback, something like out of the Old West. Japanese were surprised. They're caught off guard. Then they had to retreat to the island of Corregidor.
Bravery aside, it seemed curious that horse-mounted soldiers would take on such a fight. Why face such odds?
It was a one-time action, just to hold back the Japanese. Resources were limited. Ammunition was in desperate supply. They held out as best they could, then they retreated.
A sequence that makes more sense understanding this happened on December 8th, 1941, just 10 hours after the Japanese airstrike on Hawaii.
They were expecting resupplies from Pearl Harbor. They didn't realize that Pearl Harbor was devastated at that time. Everything had to come from San Francisco. It was longer and harsher, and the Americans were still in shock from the attack on Pearl Harbor.
So within that same 24-hour period in early December, for the Philippines and the United States, World War II had just begun.
There is a poem written on Malinta Tunnel, and it goes, "We're the battling bastard of Bataan. No mama, no papa, no Uncle Sam, no auntie, no cousin, no pretty niece, no plasma, no blood, no artillery piece, because we're the battling bastards of Bataan."
To revisit this and all of the stories in this series, just download the KITV4 app or go online to KITV.com and search keyword FAHM.